Shalom, shalom. I'd like to start up and give no praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Dash. Double honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Also, double honors to the bishops of elders of CT. Shalom, salutations to the brothers out there in the four winds, pushing the word of sincerity and truth. And shalom to the firm believers of Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, the listeners, the men, women, and children that they have the ear to hear to listen. I'm the brother Amam coming out of the DC church, coming into the spirit power, Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. The topic today was fasting. And fasting is it's our tradition. Fast. We got a day. It's Day of Atonement, where you cut out all the fleshly things, desires, and things of that nature, which made me just think of Isaiah 58. Salaki real fast. That whole chapter is good. We got a one day dedicated to the Lord, to where we fast, and basically like our slate is wiped clean. To that day you afflict your soul, and on that day is really for you to think about the past things that you did and things that you could work on. Also it's just, if you think about it, like a lot of our high holy days are like that. So without further ado, I'm gonna get ahead and get Galatians. I'll start off with this. Is Galatians 5 verse 16. It says, "This I say then, walk in the spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. For the flesh lusteth against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh. And these are contrary the one to the other, so that ye cannot do the things that ye would." Yeah, so fulfilling the flesh stops you from doing spiritual things, overindulging in things, basically abusing your body, maybe staying up late, or whatever the case may be. We're Israelites, and we all have different walks of life and, different desires. So, got this article. I just, of course, I just typed this in, the health benefits of fasting. And one of the things that first popped up was, it says 8 health benefits of fasting backed by science. This is from healthline.com, nutrition fasting benefits. Okay. And basically I just wanted to read off the 8, and then I'm gonna go ahead and go into the ones that stuck out the most to me. So it says, this is number 1. It says promote blood sugar control by reducing insulin resistance. It says promote better health and by fighting inflammation. A lot of those got inflammation. It says may enhance heart and health by improving blood pressure, triglycerides, and cholesterol levels. May boost, number 4, may boost brain function and prevent, slocky for this one, it says neurodegenerative disorder, neurodegenerative disorder. It says aids weight loss by limiting calorie intake and boosting metabolism. It says increase growth hormone secretion, which is vital for growth, metabolism, weight loss, and muscle strength. Number 7, could extend longevity. It says may aid in cancer prevention and increase the effectiveness of chemotherapy. I wouldn't do chemo, but if you, Lord will, you ain't got to do that. But yeah, man, so I'm just going to go ahead and start with the first one. It says promote blood sugar control by reducing insulin resistance. It says several studies have found that fasting may improve blood sugar control, which could be especially useful for those at risk of diabetes, too much sugar and stuff like that. In fact, one study in 10 people with type 2 diabetes showed that short-term intermittent fasting significantly decreased blood sugar levels. Meanwhile, another 2014 review found in both intermittent fasting and alternate day fasting were as effective as limiting calorie intake at reducing insulin resistance. Decreasing insulin resistance can increase your body sensitivity to insulin, allowing it to transport glucose from your body, from your bloodstream to your cells more effectively. Coupled with the potential blood sugar lowering effects of fasting, this could help keep your blood sugar steady, preventing spikes and crashes in your blood sugar levels. Keep in mind, though, that some studies have found that fasting may impact blood sugar levels differently for males and females. For instance, one older 3-week study showed that practicing alternate alternate day fasting impaired blood sugar control in females, but had no effect on males. Yeah, but yeah, so but the whole thing of matters is what like fasting will get ahead and have your body transport blood, like transport glucose to the cells through your bloodstream more effectively. So like a lot of times where when you eat and your body don't know what to do with things, it gets stored when it turns into fat. Okay, so bro, if you like the sweets, the alcohol, and all that other stuff, even the strong drink, the wine, all those calorie intakes, a lot of that alcohol turns into sugar, and sugar, like too much of that stuff it hardens your arteries. Believe it or not, you can look it up. It says promote by finding information. I want. Okay, yeah, yeah. I want the number 3. It says may enhance heart health by improving blood pressure, triglycerides, and cholesterol levels. So you bros that like all that fatty food and fried foods and stuff like that. We try to stay away from it. Try to bake the chicken, versus frying the chicken. And I know it's hard. It's hard for Jake sometimes, man. It says heart disease is considered the leading cause of death around the world, according accounting for an estimate of 31.5 of deaths globally. Which up says switch up your diet and lifestyle is one of the most effective ways to reduce your risk of heart disease. It's all about this is our lifestyle. The scriptures talk about taking a wise man will have care for his meats. You know, um, sometimes I know with bros on certain jobs, like even with like nighttime jobs, there's not a lot of food to eat that's considered healthy. Even with the like even if you do get the turkey sub or something like that, or whatever the case may be, a lot of that stuff is processed meat. It's really high in salt, and a lot of it is processed. All of that stuff in the gas station, Royal Farms, Wawa, whatever gas station, all that stuff convenient is not convenient for the body, which is just destroying us day by day and poisoning us. Messing with our cognitive thinking, our respiratory system, nervous system, our reproductive system, and then this demon Esau is just constantly attacking us, man. This is a 4-hour affliction. It says some research has found that incorporating fasting into your routine may be especially beneficial when it comes to heart health. One review revealed that alternate fasting, it's like alternate day fasting, could reduce levels of total cholesterol and several risk factors for heart disease in people with overweight compared to a controlled group. Another review shows that alternate day fasting was able to significantly reduce blood pressure as well as levels of blood triglycerides. I had to, let's see if we get real quick. So I had to look that up. I was like, blood triglycerides is basically blood triglycerides is what you get. Dang it, it already went. It says triglycerides. Pop up, Salakia. It says, I'll read this. Having high triglyceride levels can increase your risk of heart disease, limiting the amount of sugar, carbs, and trans fats. Like trans fats, you got a lot of trans fats in chips. I'm trying to think of something else, but I just know a lot of trans fats is in those chips, and because I had some Saturday. But yeah, just try to stay away from like those trans fats. Like that's all processed fats, man. Trans fats you eat. along with regular exercise and other dietary changes, may help lower your level. I'm trying to get, yeah, triglycerides are a type of fat found in your blood. After you eat, your body converts the calories that you did you don't need into triglycerides and stored them in your fat cells to be used for energy later. Yeah. I'll read it. While triglycerides are important energy supply for your body, having too many triglycerides are your in your blood. It's like triglycerides in your blood can increase your risk of heart disease. Below are guidelines, triglycerides levels, adults in yeah, but yeah, basically that's what triglycerides are. I had to look that up because I didn't know what that was. But it's just basically fat. And it's like, when you got fat, that's basically stored energy. So that's why it's even better for you to fast or do the, like the intermittent fasting or whatever fasting you could do. Basically just trying. Well, one thing I practice is trying not to eat before bed. Because that's your rest period. Your body. That's when you get the most. Your body does most of its repairing. Getting back to the article. Man, this thing is messing me up. Yeah, triglycerides. It says, in addition, one older study in 4,629 people associated fasting with a lower risk of coronary uh, artery disease, as well as significantly lowering risk of diabetes, which is a major risk factor for heart disease. So just trying to, basically, basically eating healthier is better, man. Like once again, staying away from them fatty. It's the same. It's the same thing that you hear online. Staying away from certain foods, man. Do your best. And if you do eat certain things, try to make sure it's like healthy fat. Something somewhat healthy. We're always trying to look what the scriptures say we're being renewed day by day. These are the things that we're trying to do. To get ahead and further the truth, because if you're constantly sick, like how can you tap into the spirit? But when your stomach is aching, or maybe you got headaches or something like that, these fasting these things is here to help. And this is a function that Yahweh Bashim Yahushua has set up for us to combat or to fight against. Versus like you just can't you basically wanting to put things in your body to heal when you just need to chill. I just made that, yeah. But verse 4, it says verse 4 Salaki, it says number 4 may boost brain function and prevent neurodegeneration disorder, tips like neurogenerative disorder. So I keep saying it because I want to get better at it. It says, though research is mostly limited to animal research, several studies have found that fasting could have a powerful effect on brain health. And that's one of the things that Esau is constantly working on is our brain health. Because you can't see upside here unless you go get one of those CAT scans or something like that, to where they can get ahead and see if there's inflammation up there and things of that nature. Let me continue on. It says one 2013 study of mice showed that practicing intermittent fasting for 11 months improved both brain function and brain structure. I don't know how you could tell that with mice or whatever, but yeah. It says other animal studies have reported that fasting could protect brain health and increase generation of nerve cells and enhanced cognitive function. Because fasting may also help relieve inflammation, it could also aid in preventing neurodegenerative disease In particular, studies in animals suggest that fasting may protect against and improve outcomes for conditions such as Alzheimer's disease and Parkinson. However, more studies are needed to evaluate the effects on fasting on the brain function in humans. But when you fast, if you can feel it. We don't need studies. We don't need the scientists to tell us that when you fast, you have better cognitive thinking. Even though your lips not may be able to say it, but we're still able to think it. And that's like, once again, man, I just keep thinking about Esau because he's just constantly trying to take that away from us, which sucks. And it's like, once again, it's a constant fight. It's a fight for everything. Your spirituality, your health, your kids, your women. There's constant demons just plaguing things around you to mess with you. But that's why, once again, meditate, put it in motion, which keeps your medicine strong. You always got to keep your medicine strong. Get closer to your, fasting gets closer to your how by Shemi Awashan. That was one. And this will be the last one. And then once again, I'll put the thing in the description box as well. And this is number 6. It says increased growth hormone secretion, which is vital for growth, metabolism, weight loss, and muscle strength. It says human growth hormones, AGH, is a type of protein hormone that is central to many aspects of your health. In fact, research shows that this key hormone is involved in metabolism, weight loss, and muscle growth. Several studies have found that fasting could naturally increase AGH levels. So like if you want to get ahead and get bigger, even though this place is going down, you still want to take care of something, take care of yourself, because that's the status of an Israelite. You're not supposed to be bummed out and I'm just gonna wait until this thing is over. Now it says the scriptures talk about occupy till I come. If you're not studying, you're not doing if you're not doing anything spiritually, so you should be pumping. You don't gotta pump the iron. One of the things I like to do is run. To get ahead and get that blood flow. Like, and there's studies on blood flow and how like that's the most immediate dopamine that you can get along with food. So get ahead and makes you feel good. It says one study of 11 healthy adults showed that fasting for 24 hours significantly increased levels of HGH. Another small older study in 9 males found that fasting for just 2 days led to a 5-fold increase in the HGH production rate. Yeah, and I seen this. It was a video. There was no studies backed by it or anything by that, but the guy was going into like how when you fast, your testosterone goes down, but when you start eating again, it goes up like rapidly, like twice the amount. So I could believe it said 5-fold. Like, that's high, Yeah, it says plus fasting may help maintain steady blood sugar and insulin levels throughout the day, which may further optimize level of HGH, as some research has found that insulin can influence the increase of HGH. Slock. But yeah, you see what's going, like, it's influencing, and what this is, like, they call your stomach your second brain. So like, once again, if you all hurt and in pain or in constant sickness, it's like how can your brain function when it's like when you feel like your heart's about to come through your chest, or whatever the case may be, high blood pressure, maybe your diabetes or something to that nature, like, fasting, intermittent fasting, and what you have like, it's popular now, fasting, intermittent fasting. Everybody, like, a lot of people are doing it, because they see the health benefits. And along with myself, I know, like, nobody's crazy, but you see I'm losing weight, throughout my videos, everybody's saying it and stuff like that. I try not, everybody, try not to say nothing, but it's evident. So, get some scriptures, and stuff like that because yeah, you know. And one of the things that I'll get Ezra's first because that was one of my I guess you could say my favorites. But yeah, he was eating the flowers. This is second Ezra's. This is second Ezra's 9 verse 23, and it reads, it says it says nevertheless, if thou wilt cease yet 7 days more, but thou shalt not fast in them, but go into the field of flowers where no house is built, and eat only the flowers of the field. Taste no flesh, drink no wine, but eat flowers only. You know, and what? Hey, eat flowers only. And you know that that helped him out a lot. You know, helping with your cognitive thinking, and then we see through the scriptures with strapulation that brings you close to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, along with the Daniel fast. You know, just eating like fruits and vegetables for 7 days. It said that they were more comelier. You know, so like that's another thing too. You know, even though it's not like along with the health benefits, but your skin will look better. You know, and who doesn't want better skin? You know, even though we live in hell, like it's, you know, we're beautiful people by spirit and also by looks. Okay, you know, it's not all about the looks, but who like once again who doesn't want it? But kind of wanted to get the one. Well, I'll get this one. This is when Yahweh Shai, he was Oh, okay. I Salakia real because I got the two mixed up. This is the one. This is the one where he went up to the mountain and and he fasted 40 days and 40 nights. And then after his fast, yeah, he was hungry. And then after, I know I'm not the only one that like after your fast, you kind of do a little too much, eat a little too much watermelon and pineapple. You feel bloated and stuff like that. But you see, after the fast, it's kind of more important to be more disciplined to keep a good mindset because it's easy to fall into a gluttony spirit. This is Matthew 4 verse 1. It says, "Then was Yahweh Shai led up of the spirit into the wilderness," right? See, and that's another thing. When you do fast, don't be amongst people. Well, try not to be amongst people, go take like a nature walk or something like that. You stay away from this society because this society is real draining. You want to go to nature and uplift your spirit and feel relieved. Like feel that pressure, that stress, all come off you. Then was Yahweh Shai led up of the spirit into the wilderness. He was the spirit. He went to the wilderness to be tempted of the devil. And when he had fasted 40 days and 40 nights, he was afterward in hunger. Yeah, and hungered. Yeah. So yeah, he was hungry after he fasted. And look, this is what happened. And when the tempter came to him, he said, "If thou be the son of the power, command these stones be made bread." Yeah, get ahead and eat now. He says, this is verse 4. It says, "But he answered and said, as it is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah." Yeah, so you're not going to just live by bread alone. Sometimes you got to put the bread down, like the food, Maybe you in the morning, you got your oats and bananas and berries, but sometimes, even though that's healthy for you, you got to stop the lunch and the dinner just for one day. Next day you can eat. And I know it's harder in the summer because, if you got a hard job, whether you work in construction or out there, whatever the case may be, driving Lyft or anything like that, it could be hard because like sometimes, like if you do like a 2-day fast, during those times you can feel like a little drowsy, like you want to go to sleep and stuff like that. And if you do get the time, yeah, try to go for like 2 days. Try. Take if you got some like on holidays and things like that. Go ahead and shoot for the stars. Yeah, I get this one. So this is Matthew 26 verse 36. Then came Yahweh Shai with them unto a place called Gethsemane, and said unto the disciples, "Sit ye here while I go and pray yonder." And he took with him Peter and two sons of Zebedee, I think it was John and James, and began to be sorrowful and very heavy, very heavy. Yeah, so like so sometimes you gotta get away, man, get away and go pray. Then said he unto them, my soul is exceeding sorrowful, even unto death. Tarry ye here, and watch with me. And he went a little further and fell on his face and prayed, saying, O Father, if it be possible, let this cup pass from me. Nevertheless, not as I will, but as thou wilt. And it came, and he cometh unto the disciples, and findeth them asleep, and said unto Peter, what, could ye not watch with me 1 hour? Watch ye and pray that ye enter not into temptation. The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak. Yeah, the flesh is weak. And I just witnessed right now that he didn't say nothing to John and James. He straight up told Peter, like, yo, he cursed him out instead of like talking to the other two, because he was the head, you know? Yeah, the spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak. Yeah, so the Lord tells you when to fast. You know. You know, the Lord tells you when you gotta, you know what you gotta do, man. And through the Spirit, you know when you're doing from right from wrong. That's why it's good to sometimes. If you don't, it's that because you probably not fasting, you know. And once again, if you can't do a whole day, start with the intermittent fasting. Skip dinner. Don't eat it. Go to sleep. You know, go to sleep, man. Go. If you got the opportunity with the sauna, hit the sauna and go to sleep. It helps with your sleep better. You sleep longer. Then when you wake up, then go get your oatmeal and things of that nature, because you know you need the fiber to clean your system out. Okay. I ain't really have much, but I figured to go over certain things because once again, this is seriously important, because I wrote down that it's a serious addiction problem, you know, for a lot of Jakes. You know, we're addicted to salt, sugars, and fats. And these are the things that get head fasting is one of those things that help curb these cravings. All right. Yes, and then there was something I wrote down that says like sometimes you be wanting to eat and you're not even hungry. So what's that about? You know, it's clearly an addiction problem thing. I didn't want to make this too long, but I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yamashai, Ba'ashem Kakwadash, the bodies of my apostles and elders of great millstone. Shalom, salutations to the ones out there with sincere faith of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. You know, Lord, I hope I said shalom to the brothers out there in the four winds. But I'm the brother Amav. I hope you was edified. You know, take care of your health. You know, there's nothing to, you know, you got to take care of your health. It says you're a temple of the Lord. And, you know, you got to take care of that temple. You know, there was something else, but, you know, shalom.